Welcome to Destiny Equipping Center, the platform for the culture of the Kingdom of God. Ancient Egypt, a land of mysteries and wonders. A powerful empire ruled with an iron fist by a ruthless pharaoh whose word was law. Among the Hebrew slaves, two women stood out, Shiphrah and Puah, midwives of their people, devoted and courageous. They assisted with births, bringing life into a world of suffering and oppression. But their role took a tragic turn when Pharaoh, terrified by the growth of the Hebrew people, ordered them to kill all newborn males, an unthinkable act. Imagine the weight of this decree, the anguish and fear it sowed, the horror of having to choose between obeying a cruel order and protecting innocence, a choice that tears the soul apart. Shiphrah and Puah found themselves facing a heartbreaking dilemma, a choice that could change the course of history. In the face of this abominable order, Shiphrah and Puah chose to listen to their conscience, despite the terrible possible consequences. They feared God more than Pharaoh, and their faith pushed them to act with exceptional bravery. Their faith was their guide, their courage unwavering, and they knew that their mission was just. They refused to bow to cruelty, because their God was a God of life, not death. They defended life with unwavering determination. They took a huge risk, defying the supreme authority of the time. To disobey Pharaoh was to expose themselves to his fury, to certain death. But they did not back down. But their faith was stronger than fear, and they moved forward with unwavering confidence. They trusted in God, even though they did not yet understand his plan, firmly believing that their obedience would bear fruit. Shiphrah and Puah did not just disobey, they acted with intelligence. They used their position to protect the newborns. They made excuses, explaining that the Hebrew women gave birth quickly, even before their arrival. Their ruse was a testament to their wisdom. They did not allow themselves to be paralyzed by fear, but sought solutions. They used their intelligence to serve the good, to save innocent lives. The reward of faithfulness. The courage of Shiphrah and Puah was not in vain. God saw their actions, heard their prayers. He protected them from Pharaoh's wrath and blessed their courage. They were spared and their families prospered. Their story reminds us that God sees everything we do. He rewards faithfulness even in the darkest of times. He honors those who choose to do what is right, despite the risks. Work, a divine field of action. The story of Shiphrah and Puah teaches us that our work is not separate from our faith. Every profession, every task can become a field of action for God. Like these courageous midwives, we are called to be lights in our workplaces, to defend our values, to protect the weakest, to use our skills to serve the common good. An inspiring legacy for today. Centuries later, the story of Shiphrah and Puah still resonates through the ages. It reminds us of the power of faith, a force that transcends time and trials. The courage of disobedience in the face of injustice, an act of bravery that defies the oppressors. These women, through their courage and integrity, saved lives and changed the course of history. Their impact is immeasurable. They inspire us to live our lives with the same conviction, to make bold decisions, to be lights in a world often dark, to bring hope where there is none. Let us never forget that even in the most difficult situations, we have the power to choose good. Every choice counts. The courage of Shiphrah and Puah reminds us that faith can move mountains, literally and metaphorically, and that God honors those who serve him faithfully, granting them strength and blessings. How do you honor God in your profession and workplace? Share your tips in the comments. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time for another teaching on the culture of the kingdom.